Welcome to our brief discussion of Office 365 and the OneNote. I'm going to use the OneNote a lot, so this is important to make sure that you get this figured out. Once you know what you're doing, there's lots of different ways to get there. Here's my suggestion first, is this. You go through the Towson portal, office.towson.edu. So this is in the syllabus. It's right there under the Office 365 section. There's a Towson tutorial, and then you're watching this one now. So that's what that link should be there. So when you go to office.towson.edu and you log in with your Towson credentials, you'll come to a page that looks something like this. So this is the Office 365 page here, where you can download, if you don't have any of these, or if you don't have all these apps on your computer, you can download them all at once. You can work on them on the online version. There's Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You can get your web page or your email right there. There's the OneDrive. Up to you if you want to use it, but you can link your computer to the OneDrive and things can sync automatically and save. And then there's the OneNote. Right, so you can go down to the OneNote. It's always one of my most recent things, so I always get to it from right there. So whatever way it is, you could initially, maybe the first time you can go through the link that I emailed to you, or you could come here, log in. Something that's really important when you're getting to the OneNote, make sure you're listening to this. This is what people always get mixed up on. Make sure you're logged in fully to Office 365. There's always an issue where people are logged in part of the way, so make sure you go through the portal the first time and get it set up. Once you get here, you can download OneNote to your computer if you want and use the app version. So when you're here and you see this, I always go through this process because it seems to sync up automatically and I don't have a problem with things not being there. So I would go to this. This is the current one, and here's the online version. You can do anything online, any of these apps back here, right? None of them are as good in the online version as they are here comes the heat. Can you hear it? None of them are as good in the online version as they are in the full version. So my recommendation then always would be, from here you'd say open in the desktop app, right? I already have mine open, so then it'll open up and look more like this. Let's talk about the OneNote real quick. When you get here, here's the sections. There's a collaboration space, content library. You won't see that, I don't think. And then everybody has their own little folder that you can use. You can save things in there. You can save homework in there. You can take notes in there. You can save handouts. You'll probably definitely want to do that. I'll show you that here in a second. I'll say this now and then I'll say it again later. I will never go in there to collect your homework. Okay, I'm going to show you where you're going to always submit your homework, but I will never go in there and get it. So don't be saving there thinking that I'm collecting homework out of there. Okay, so what we have then is this. Let's go to the content library. Some of the important features of the content library. Handouts will be in there, slideshows. So every time after we do slideshows and we're done with them, they'll put in there. You can always go back and look at them. Homework. We'll have this little list going here so that every week will be listed what's due that week. So for instance, the first week, ideally you'll read over the syllabus. Intro sheet we'll do in class, or you can do it ahead of time if you want. And then they'll always be linked as much as possible, like intro sheet. So you click on that and that actually takes you to the handout folder. There's the intro sheet that we'll fill out in class, or you can do it ahead of time if you like. And so that brings us to the handout. So this is where everything will be. So in the content library, all you can do is download things, okay, and look at stuff. You can't make any changes. It's just for me. So you can go in here, you can download the syllabus if you want. You can download this. This assignment is coming up if you want to start this already. And look, you can read all about it. There's a video about this if you want to know more about it. But here's the Adobe Spark that you could start on already. You could get in here and choose your topics. Okay, that's where by the end of the semester, this will just be jam-packed full of things that we've done that I put in there, and that's where you'll download everything from. So if you're ever not sure where something is, if you're ever going through these homework things, and there's a link that, let's find one there, right there. If you're looking for, oh, that's due, and the link isn't working, it takes you somewhere else. It could be possibly that I messed up and it's linked to an older OneNote from last semester or something like that. just go to the handouts. So this is where it'll always be linked to. And so you just arrow back out of there, bam, collaboration space. So here, when you have homework to be submitted, it'll be right here in the collaboration space is where you'll submit it. So again, listen to this very carefully. So I'll always have this page in here. Don't ever change this. This is just gonna be directions. It's really the same exact thing as you coming to class, handing me your homework by 4:30, and I take it, clip it together, put it away. Same thing's happening, except here you're doing it digitally. So this folder, I'll make the folder sometime before class starts or right before, maybe when I get there at 4 o'clock. And then you can put it in there anytime up till we start class or a few minutes into class when it's ready, okay? So don't make your own folder. If you go in here and you don't see the folder to submit something, you'll just have to wait. What I will do is if I go in and see other folders that I didn't make, I'll delete them without even looking in them. Primarily because I don't, I want these open for limited amounts of time just so that everybody's not seeing everybody else's work, okay? So let's say you're submitting the introduction sheet. You come in here, here's the directions. So find the plus page, or plus add page, okay? As far as the OneNote, you're really at the beginning here, depending whether you have a PC or a Mac, or, if you have a Dell or an HP or whatever other computer, things will come up looking differently, especially between Mac and PC, because this is a Windows program, okay? So sometimes people have a hard time finding these things, but they're there somewhere. So this is how you'll always submit, is this. We'll come over here, add a page. Well, this is the introduction sheet. We're gonna do add a page. The title of it will be last name, McIntyre. Okay, and then what you want to do is this. Add your introduction sheet as a file printout. Important, okay? So here, and we're gonna say insert file printout. And so it'll take you whatever you open recently. Here's my McIntyre introduction sheet. Bam. And what it'll do is it'll put the file in there and then it'll print it out also. So I can just look at it right there. I don't have to open up every single one to look at them. They'll be right there. This is where everything's going to be. I'll put some things, syllabus and stuff like that, initial assignments for probably the first week, maybe 2 weeks on Blackboard, but after that, everything will be here. So this is what we will use. This is where you'll get everything. This is where you'll submit a lot of things right here in the collaboration space. Okay, so one of the first goals here is for you to get in here, get this working, understand how it works. We can talk about it the first night, but hopefully you check this out and you've already gotten rolling with it. I think that's it. If you have problems, contact me. Again, make sure you're fully logged in through your Google, Towson, Office 365, everything you can possibly log into. And then after that, it won't be a problem. All right. Carry on.